Hello, my fellow One Piece fans. Monster Trio 3 back with another One Piece theory. I've got a theory today about how Sanji is going to get stronger. Now, it's obviously been hinted at that it is possible that Sanji could die this arc. I think that he won't, personally, because he's too awesome a character. I was actually just recently thinking about it. People have said that they believe that Jinbei will die in this arc, but I also do not believe that. I believe that if anyone has to stay behind to destroy the mirror, because they can follow them through the mirror, right? As long as Brule is touching it on the other side. So what they need to do is they need to get everyone through and then get Brule away from that mirror. But I know that Brule wants to help Big Mom, so she could help them by getting them through. And if they did get through the mirror, someone would have to stay behind while they take Brule to a different mirror to escape, leaving Big Mom stuck in the mirror world. But they would leave Brule behind, obviously, once they were all through. So really only one person would be sacrificed. Now people have said it's Jinbei because he said in a recent chapter, last chapter, that he would be willing to sacrifice his life for his captain, Straw Hat Luffy, and it wasn't a matter of if he would do it, it was a matter of when. So I believe at some point in the series he actually will die, unless Luffy has the strength to save him. But I believe the person who stays behind to die for this arc is none other than Pedro, sadly. And Pedro is an interesting character because he has a history with Big Mom. People on the island know who he is. And if he stayed behind to break the mirror and make sure that Big Mom can't follow them, it would be him. He would stay behind. I think he's strong enough with his bounty to be able to hold off Big Mom for maybe a split second or two for the others to get a dash, to leave. He's very tricky. He's close to dying anyway, and I believe he gave a speech too, very similar to Jinbei's. Not that he would follow Straw Hat Luffy, but that he'd be willing to die to help the Straw Hats. So, considering he's got very little life left anyway, and we're not too connected to the character yet, I think that they will kill him. But anyway, on to the Sanji power-up. The Sanji power-up, I believe, will probably be two things, actually. We've been recently introduced to a guy named Dogtooth who says that he had trained his observation haki so much that he could see into the future a bit. Now, that's very awesome, and everyone thinks it's a really cool power, and I believe that Sanji will eventually, by the end of the series, be able to use it, because Oda has mentioned that Sanji specifically specializes in observation haki on the crew, while Zoro is more armament haki, and Luffy obviously has Conqueror's haki. So I think that by the end of the series, the person who has trained their observation haki the most will have it, and I think that will be Sanji based on his character and his fighting style. The more recent power-up that I see coming is him getting an upgrade to his Diablo Jamba. And I think it'll be him burning flames that are a different color. And if I had to guess what color it would be, I think it would be blue. And here's why. I believe that blue follows the traditional red-yellow glow to be hotter. So the blue flames are actually hotter than the red flames. It would give him different powers to use. So by that I mean, like, if he wanted to go all out, he'd have a different level compared to, he can fight most people just using the normal Diablo Jamba, but then when he takes on, like, boss enemies like they do at the end where he fights the third strongest person, he'll have to use his blue flames. I think that the other reason they make them blue, I think blue is very symbolic because Sanji is, like, notorious for, like, being blue, and by that I mean if you see any of the intros with him, he's wearing blue. If you see any any movies, he's wearing blue. He's got that blue shirt underneath his black suit for the Fishman arc, and he fights in that most of the time. He's just in all of the games. I played One Piece I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh, I should know this. It, Treasure Cruise, I think. No, not Treasure Cruise is the app. No. Essentially, it's the one where you start from Luffy's, past with Shanks, and you go through the Marineford arc as Luffy. And even in that game, Sanji is like this blue highlighted character. So I think he's got this overwhelming blue theme, and on top of all of that, there's also his brother, which I believe was Niji, the blue electric spark, the blue electric, or electric blue. That's what they call them. So Nietzsche the electric blue and Ichi the red spark, I believe. Um, and so I think that that's just even another reason, because it would kind of show that he's onto his second brother's level. I still think that the first brother is the strongest. I think he's a little stronger than Nietzsche, but I think Sanji's going to get power up probably very soon, possibly even the next chapter if he fights. Well, the next time he fights, I think he's going to get a power up. Whether it be due to rage, though, I think it's possible that during the wedding, Big Mom says that she's going to kill Zeph, or someone close to him, and I think she'll say that too. She's like, "I'm going to kill the person closest to you," and he's going to immediately think of Zeph, and he's going to get enraged, and he's going to have a power up of some sort. But I want to hear what you guys think. What you think his power up will be. Who also, I guess I'm going to title this, who you also think will die in this arc, because I believe someone probably will have to. If they don't, then I'll be very surprised. Alright, but leave in the comments below what you guys think. Monster Trio, signing off.